Raiden, show me who did it. She kinda bad though. Is that Frost?
Greetings, combatants. In today's video, I am going to review MK11 Frost. After spending 3,000 Dragon Crystals, I finally got her. There is no doubt she is amazing, but I want to test her full capability in this video. So without wasting any time, let's begin. Cryostasis. While MK11 Frost is active, she charges a Time Freeze Impulse extra attack every 15 seconds. Activation of the impulse grants her 20% of her maximum health and 20% of her maximum power, and drastically slows time around her for 6 seconds. This is a very powerful ability. Every 15 seconds, she gains access to her Time Freeze Impulse. When activated, it restores 20% of her maximum health and 20% of her maximum power. The important part is, it scales with her maximum health. That means the more maximum health she has, the more health and power she restores each time. So if you build her with higher health, this ability becomes even stronger. On top of that, it also slows time around her, giving her a huge combat advantage. Each hit on the opponent affected by the impulse applies a stacking kinetic effect. When time flow returns to normal, the opponent receives additional damage based on the number of kinetic stacks. So basically, when you activate her ability, each hit applies a kinetic stack. And when the ability expires, the opponent takes additional damage based on those stacks. It never mentions how much damage per stack, but I am assuming 5 stacks mean 5% more damage. And if it works the way I assume, and if it scales with maximum health, then she could become the best boss killer. I need to test her in a boss battle. After testing her in a boss battle, I will make a community post about it. Special attacks started while the impulse is active. Apply Team Frostbite for 7 seconds. Another busted ability. So overall, she basically has a mini weather warfare built into her kit, and even something like Shintai of the North as well. It's like having 2 gear effects combined inside one passive. Synergy. MK11 teammates gain a 25% chance to apply freeze on combo enders. Another busted ability. Imagine MK11 Scorpion applying freeze on combo enders while having weather warfare equipped. He basically becomes a mini Frost. Triborg and Spec Ops teammates gain 15% speed and 25% critical chance boost. This is also good, not bad at all, but I feel the developers should give Spec Ops characters an even better synergy. Right now, Spec Ops characters are weak in the crypt, so they deserve stronger support or improvements. Overall, her passive is 10 out of 10. SP1 has Weaken. SP2 has Cripple, and her Fatal Blow applies Frostbite, which is not bad either. Now let's jump into the battle and test her. Okay, so her first combo is kind of bad because the enemy falls to the ground. Her second combo ender is the same as Triborg Sub-Zero, and it is a good combo ender. See, the enemy gets a chance to tag out because he falls to the ground. Her SP1 is good, but again, the enemy falls to the ground and it becomes time-consuming. Her SP2 is also awesome, but again, the enemy falls to the ground, so it is time-consuming. However, it deals massive damage, so that compensates for it. Now let's test her synergy part. Freeze on combo enders. He got frozen, and that can save us in a bad situation, especially with a low fusion scorpion. Now let's test her with weather warfare. I accidentally tagged in the wrong character. See, Scorpion becomes a mini Frost with weather warfare. Her support value is busted for MK11 characters. Now I want to test the speed boost for Spec Ops and Triborg teammates. To do that, I chose the fastest Spec Ops character, Johnny, and Triborg Sub-Zero. Look at the speed, guys. I can't even control Johnny with this speed. Triborg also got the speed boost. Look at that. Now, since she is Spec Ops, I want to test her power generation with Jackie. One combo, and she already has 90% of her SP1. Now the final test, in Clash Tower. Unfortunately, the enemy team does not have gears. This is the setup I am using on her. A Block Breaker, Blood Spell, and Fire Garden Bell to apply Bleed and Fire with basic attacks, and a Resurrection gear. Homie has a Block Breaker, Living Dead for Resurrection, Weather Warfare for freeze on enemy tag-in, and Karambit for team damage and speed. Melina has Sinful Whip for block breaking and applying dot on combo ender, Burning Vengeance to apply team fire on special attacks, Frost Orb for resurrection, and Wraith Shadow for incurability. Now let's do the final ultimate test. Now, you might say I'm using dot gears to kill them, but keep in mind, she is only Fusion 1. At high Fusion, she doesn't even require dot gears. Unfortunately, she died, but she proved her worth. So how much should I rate her? She is a 9 out of 10. She has some flaws. Otherwise, she would be a 10 out of 10. Where should I rank her? For my personal ranking, she is a solid S-tier card. Useful at low fusion, the best support for MK11 and Spec Ops teams, an excellent fighter, and an excellent passive. The only drawback is that the enemy falls down on one of her combo enders and on both special attacks, and they are time-consuming. So that's it for this video, guys. If this video was useful, then apply Frostbite on the like button, freeze the subscribe button, and share or hype the video. Thank you for watching. Peace out.